Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at Full Self-Driving Beta 10.4. That was just uploaded to my car last night. Previously we had 10.3.1, which we've done a couple of videos on. So we're going to see if there are any drastic differences. I'm going to leave the release notes up on the screen so you can check them out if you want to. A couple things to pull out: improved VRU detection for pedestrians, bicycles, and motorcycles by adding data from Next Generation Auto Labeler. This is the first time I've seen Next Generation Auto Labeler represented in one of the release notes, and they're claiming a 35% precision increase and 20% recall. All right, we're going to put in a location that I drove to twice yesterday just to test out. There were two areas where it had a lot of problems on 10.3 beta. So let's see if there are any improvements. And here we go. We're auto creeping forward. It takes a really long time sometimes to get through some of these intersections in town, which I think could be improved. This next intersection that we're coming up to is where I noticed some problems last time. It would get halfway through the intersection before actually deciding to turn left, and so hopefully that's not the case this time. We're about halfway into the intersection. Still not great. A little better than yesterday, I think, but that one still needs some work. We're coming up on another right-hand turn. That was handled fine. There's a lot of cones around this vehicle. Not a problem. Now this intersection, crossing it was problematic on 10.3 as well. So let's see how it handles this. All right, creeping forward for visibility, and it's gonna run us into that car. Yep, still not handling that well. So I don't know if the vehicle just can't see through that intersection or what the deal is. It seems like a pretty mundane intersection, but it has a lot of problems there. So 10.4 doesn't seem like an improvement in those kind of 2 or 3 areas that I noticed were problematic for 10.3. Now one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put us into assertive mode and see if that makes any difference. All right, we're creeping for visibility and clear. So I'm gonna go over here again, and we're just gonna test this same intersection with assertive mode instead of kind of the mid mode. Four-way stop. All right. There's a kid crossing the street up here. Car identifies him, doesn't have a problem. So this is our problematic intersection again. We're going to try this on assertive settings. Car's creeping forward and going. I think it's having trouble with some of the cars that are on the side of the street that are blocking the intersection view. So it has to pull pretty far in front of things in order to make it. Car hesitated just a bit, but decided to go. I'm going to try one more time on that intersection up here where we had all those problems with how it handled things. Let's try that one more time. Okay, we're coming up to the stop again. The car's gonna creep forward. It seems to be really cautious when there are cars parked on the side of the road, which I can understand. It creeps pretty far forward in those situations though. Now, the big problematic one we had on our first trip over here was this next intersection where we turned left. Let's see if on assertive it does any better. It does not see this construction equipment on the side there, which is interesting. Okay, nope, it's gonna turn out in front of this car again. Here we go. So overall in these neighborhood packed with car situations, I'm not seeing a lot of change between 10.3 and 10.4. I'm sure there are other things they addressed, but this seems kind of concerning to me in the fact that the car has to pull so far forward in order to get visibility when there are cars parked on the side. That actually lends some credence to the idea that the cameras might not be far enough forward. And I'm wondering if that's something that the team can address and correct. Oh, tried to run into that car there. Alright, so just comparing 10.31 and 10.4, I'm not seeing a ton of difference on these kind of residential side streets that I practiced on yesterday. Now, I'm still really skeptical of the car, how much it has to creep forward at intersections when there are cars parked along the sides of the street in order to see past it. We just saw 2 or 3 situations where the vehicle had to creep so far forward that we would have actually gotten hit by a car coming in either direction. Overall, it's still a really impressive system, and I'm looking forward to seeing the continual improvements. Most of you aren't subscribed to my channel that are viewing this, so if you aren't, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like so the YouTube algorithm knows this is good quality content and you get notified next time I post one of my full self-driving videos. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see ya.